Alright. What's up, troopers? My name is Neon, and welcome to a new stream. We got a lot to cover today. We're going to be going over the Portal news, what is just recently dropped, and we're also going to be going over the news of the campaign. So we have a bunch of videos what we're going to be going over, covering all of the juicy stuff. So let's go and do it.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's Ghost here. Welcome back to the channel.
So this one is from Ghost Gaming.
Of course, going to be going over the Battlefield 6 campaign news. I'm sure it escaped nobody that yesterday a bunch of creators put out their videos on the campaign, as well as, of course, DICE themselves. We've also got the release timings for when Battlefield 6 comes out on the 10th of October. So not the date, but the actual times it's going to go live. And then it looks like we may be getting some new gameplay of the Manhattan
welcome everyone
pretty soon as well. So before we jump into everything here, as always, if you guys enjoy the content
covering
on the channel,
all of the Battlefield stuff,
appreciated if you want to stay up to date with everything around Battlefield 6. The vast majority of you guys who do watch my content, you probably see it on the recommended section and you're not subscribed. So if you can check below and you enjoy it, that is a big help. And as always, thank you guys so much for your support as we get ever closer to the release of Battlefield 6. So just like most of you, I watched the trailer, of course, during the PlayStation State of Play showcase yesterday. I haven't really watched too many of the videos from the various creators because for me, I'm going to be honest, the Battlefield 6 campaign, it doesn't really excite me that much. It's going to be just like a one and done thing. I'm just going to play it through the one time, probably on like a normal or a hard difficulty.
See, yeah, this is what I'm saying too. Like, I haven't been a campaign guy for such a long time that even if it is good or bad, I'm still not going to play it. I'm just going to be playing the multiplayer. Apparently, the campaign is only like 3 to 4 hours long anyway, so it's not even like a long campaign. But I'm just not a campaign guy, so unless they do it like how they do with Call of Duty, where they release it early so people can actually stream the campaign before the game comes out, that's when you'll see me play the campaign. But except that, if it comes out with everything else, I just will not be choosing the campaign.
Get the collectibles that are on offer there to unlock the cosmetics and whatnot, and then I'm just going to go to multiplayer, and I'm probably not even going to play it as
there is rewards you can unlock for playing the campaign.
When the game releases, along with most of you, I would expect. And so because of that, I didn't want to like spoil myself, right? If I'm only going to play the campaign that one time, I want it to be a complete surprise. Now, with that in mind, what I have seen from the trailer, it does look pretty promising. Like, the cutscenes seem good. It seems like pretty much like a Call of Duty campaign. I think those, even if you don't like COD, the COD campaigns are generally quite high quality. They do raise the bar to some degree there, and it seems like Battlefield are trying to, you know, raise and match up to that bar that Call of Duty set for these very quick sort of campaigns. I think this one is going to be like around 6 hours in length. However, I've also heard things to the contrary. So I think Big Fry put this out, and he said his experience of playing this is that it's kind of like a bit of a glitchy mess. The AI in particular kind of get lost, like they don't really know which direction to go in. They start bumping into one another, and so it does appear that perhaps
with the campaign stuff too, that is the biggest question as well, is because reality is, right, is that the people who made the campaign, they all got let off, and then someone else took over it, and I don't know if they just restarted it or what they did, but it basically just got scrapped, so they had to go back to square one again. So if there's anything was a pretty rough or early stage, it's going to be the campaign. Hey, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, buddy.
Haven't been able to put in the same amount of time that they would have liked to for the single player portion of the game. This doesn't really come as a big surprise to me, because if you guys remember, Ridgeline Studios went completely tits up. For whatever reason, they decided to shut down the studio, and this was the studio that they had erected in order to work on the single player portion of Battlefield 6. For whatever reason, all of a sudden they shut it down. They kicked out Marcus Leto, the Halo dude who was heading up the studio, and basically they just redistributed the workload on the other Battlefield studios. That can't have been easy. It must have been a lot of work, and we've even heard in articles and such that they basically had to go back to the drawing board pretty much, and there really wasn't a lot that they could salvage from, I think it was over a year of work that Ridgeline Games put in there. So this not being a completely holistic finished experience Doesn't really surprise me too much. But again,
Yeah,
do I
definitely
really
rushed,
care?
you know what I mean?
Not really. I'm really in it for the multiplayer, but perhaps you do.
Yeah,
Now,
like
moving on to some
that
interesting
sort of thing.
details.
Like if they're gonna screw something up in DICE fashion, then I'd rather them lot do it on the campaign when no one really cares. Because the reality is, when it comes to a campaign, even if you do play it right, you're gonna play it once and that's it. You know?
I have heard about the campaign. Apparently here, according to Battlefield Bulletin, Hardcore is the highest difficulty level in Battlefield 6's single-player campaign, and that includes no revives. So you've got Recruit, Regular, and Veteran, and then you've got this Hardcore mode, which is, as they call it, the ultimate test. He says there are going to be 9 missions in total across 3 continents. 3 full missions were playable in a digital preview event.
I'm doing good,
Operation
Dan. How about you, buddy?
Operation Ember Strike, and No Sleep. And if you look at the order of the missions here, it's kind of weird that they've given them these 3, because Operation Ember Strike, for example, is like the second to last mission. These are the other ones. The single player campaign is reported to be around 4 to 6 hours long. Each mission from the digital preview event took around 25
that's not long.
to 40 minutes. One early mission drops the squad into northern Africa, where they engage in a tank battle in the shadow of the pyramids of Giza. Another level takes place in the heart of New York City, with Dagger 13, which is your squad, battling through Brooklyn's war-torn streets amid civilian high-rises. Later in the story, the team heads to Gibraltar, where Pax Armata forces have seized the strategic rock, prompting an all-out beach assault reminiscent of World War II landings, and in one of the most dramatic sequences, Dagger 13 sabotages a massive hydroelectric dam in Tajikistan, causing it to explode and send floodwaters crashing down on the enemy army. So obviously there's going to be a lot of epic moments in this campaign, a lot of Levolution-y type moments. We've already seen, of course, clips from that dam being destroyed.
We will be going and watching the campaign stuff.
At this point, but many of you watching, I'm sure, will have seen that. One of the missions is set in 2028, where the story unfolds over a couple of years. The campaign follows one cohesive plotline from start to finish, rather than separate vignettes, aka war stories like Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1. It features both linear and large open spaces where you get to pick which objective to tackle first. DICE's Mission 8, which is Operation Ember Strike, is quite unique in its way of being that much open and sandboxy. Most of the time you have a full squad you can command through a simplified squad orders commandos, smoke for cover, call for grenades, suppressing fire, flank enemies, RPG strikes, recon scans, and spotting enemies. Again, you know, referring back to Big Fry's video, I haven't watched his video, I've just seen like a clip of it, which was going around on Reddit, so maybe it doesn't paint the whole picture, but if all of these things are performed by the AI, like,
Guess we should find Big Fry's video.
Working? I suppose we'll find out once we get our hands on it. When the full squad is not with you, you are accompanied by at least one squad member at almost every moment. If you die, you go into a down state, just like multiplayer, and a teammate can come over and revive you. Likewise, if a teammate goes down, you can drag them into cover and revive them. Each member of the squad has a different class, so engineer, recon, etc. The campaign lets you play as multiple characters from the Dagger 13 team, rather than sticking to one protagonist throughout. That's actually pretty interesting. I do like when games do that. Missions have collectibles hidden throughout. There's an extensive environmental destruction. To play the campaign, it's necessary to have an internet connection. Huge surprise there. Not. We know that's how games are going these days. Although, to be honest, you probably want one for the multiplayer anyway.
I don't think
and then
it
reports
works.
indicate that the Battlefield 6
Yeah,
campaign
copy the link.
has some problems with the AI. Yeah, I've heard that from multiple sources at this point.
Oh, is
How
there?
serious those are going to be, though, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe some people are playing it up a
for
little
the
bit,
best
like
breakfast.
the problems with the campaign, just to kind of get more views on
there
their
we go,
videos.
got it.
Because when you have creators essentially making the same video, not just on the same day, but releasing it at exactly the same minute, you'll often find that people try to put a different spin on their video, because we can't just all call our videos like Battlefield 6 campaign first impressions and hope to get as many views as Jack Frags. That's just not the way it works, unfortunately. So maybe, I don't know, I'm not necessarily saying that Big Fry is doing this or other people are doing this, but maybe they're trying to sort of spin up, you know, some views around the video there, and it's not really as huge a problem as they're painting it to be. But again, the proof is in the pudding. Now, speaking of collectibles, here are some screenshots of some of the ones from one of the missions. So this is Operation Ember Strike, and you can see that the collectibles in question here are dog tags. And on this particular mission, I'm not sure about the rest of them, but there are 30 to find. So that is quite a lot. You can see one of them there. Just press E to snag them. Now, what do you actually get from picking up these dog tags? Are these going to unlock cosmetics? That is certainly one of the burning questions on my mind, because I know a lot of people just aren't campaign players. What about then actually hunting for collectibles within campaigns? If they lock some really, really cool skin behind it, I think that's a little bit of a lame gateway. We have seen this shot here, which shows that just for completing the campaign, you will unlock cosmetics, player cards, emblems. It looks like some kind of a knife.
Yeah,
there.
so that's cool. So yeah, if you're doing the campaign, guys, you can unlock rewards for the campaign.
Is probably something, I think we're all going to play the campaign, right? But there's also this challenge expert that you've got to do within the campaign. So they are clearly putting some things behind that, whether they're going to be particularly lucrative and you want to unlock them or not, or you can be bothered to.
I don't think I care about playing the campaign to get that, honestly.
It kind of dropped just like out of the blue yesterday. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest with you, during State of Play. I thought the big reveal was supposed to be coming today on the 25th. Now, originally, I had planned to stream that for you guys. Turns out, with this event, of course, being in Tokyo, Japan, then it's airing at 4 o'clock in the morning. And this is the one I'm talking about here. It's a Battlefield 6 single-player live showcase. So, unfortunately for me, I have to be up for work at 6:30 in the morning, so I won't be staying up for that one. But I will do a video filling you guys in on that. And I think there is a chance that maybe then, or perhaps the day after that, we could see some new multiplayer footage of one of the new maps, Manhattan Bridge. And for me, this is really, I would say, the map I've been looking forward to seeing the most, having seen the other one set in the same area, Empire State. And we do know that this map is playable at Tokyo Game Show alongside other maps and modes that you couldn't play during the Battlefield 6 open beta. So there are 64 multiplayer stations set up there and 26 single player stations. Here are some screenshots of that. Looks like a bunch of fun. I also really like this set piece here with the tank coming through the second story building. Really, really nice touch there. So since they're offering this play experience for people who are attending the event, are they going to show us some footage
destroy gadgets with a drone?
And we're going to see some creative videos.
What, like the Casper's drone?
I don't know. Maybe. I think it's quite likely, but you know, just don't come at me with your pitchforks if I'm wrong. And finally here, and this one is coming out of Battle Pulse over on Twitter, he says the worldwide launch times for Battlefield 6 have been confirmed. Now, this is not an official source. I don't know where he got this from because he hasn't listed.
Well, you can shock the drone, so you can shock like Rangers.
But these are the times that it looks like you can expect for Battlefield 6 to launch on the
turret and stuff like that.
So it's 8 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Central time, 11 a.m.
So yeah, this here, right, this is kind of cool, right? I've never experienced a worldwide launch like this before. So basically, usually when a game goes live and stuff, like it comes out, it always gets released at 12 o'clock, midnight, right? The only thing sucks about that is most of us, you know, we're not going to be up at 12 o'clock at night. But it looks like the EA servers will be going live, and that's when the game will be launching. So it appears that we're all going to be getting the game at the same time. There's not going to be like anyone getting this game ahead of time or anything. You can't change your regions with like a VPN to like New Zealand to play a day early. It doesn't work like that. Everyone gets it at the same time. So these are the time zones. So for me, I'm 11 a.m. EST on the 10th. And for UK peeps, it's 4 p.m. That's when you can play it.
Eastern time, and then we've got 4 p.m. British Standard Time, and then 1 a.m. AEST, which I believe is Australian time, so
for Australian peeps.
Shitty time there for the Australians. Although, to be fair, 10th of October is a Friday, and it's basically launching on like Saturday morning for them, so they could stay up on the Friday night. I'm pretty lucky in that regard. I've got it launching right in the afternoon, so I will definitely be going live then, streaming and seeing what you guys think of the game, hopefully jumping in some rounds and playing with you. I will be doing full coverage of whatever we get out of the Tokyo event tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be able to live stream it for you guys, but I'll do another roundup video similar to this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that. As always, leaving a like down below is massively appreciated if you enjoyed or found the video informative.
So if it's coming out 4 in the morning for him, isn't it going to be like 11 o'clock at night for me? Alright, so next one we got is
Welcome back to a new
Catwoman now.
Battlefield 6 video, and today I can finally share some more details about the new version of Portal with you. From creating experiences to the tools you can use to how experiences can be found, we got a lot of information that I want to dive into. But first of all, as usual, thanks to EA for inviting me to a preview of Portal so we can all get a first impression.
I love how they have like customized maps.
The video is not my own because we only got B-roll footage to share with you and couldn't play it ourselves. So we got details and B-roll, and that's what we're gonna have a look at now. And we get right in with the so-called Portal Builder. This should be well known to everyone who used it in 2042's version of Portal, and in Battlefield 6 it will work pretty much in the same way.
Yeah,
and
it looks very
also
similar.
look pretty similar. So you start with the basic settings for your mode, in this example free for all, then select the maps and their rotation, and you can select the teams and the settings for them. And here's already the first new feature compared to the former Portal version.
Oh, you can have
now
mobile
set
teams.
Separate modifiers for each team, and you can do this throughout the whole process. Then you have
So one team can have friendly
usual
fire.
modifiers for gameplay, soldiers, vehicles, UI and AI. For example, if you want to allow aim assist on your server, if you want to have weapons locked to classes or not, you can select different health or damage values for each team, or whether you want to enable
Oh, it comes at 10 in the
not.
morning for you?
You can also
Nice.
select AI again for your experiences to simply fill
Yeah,
up empty
we have
slots
it not
or
that
have
bad.
it in
Having
your
it in the
mode
morning is
permanently.
good. At least it's...
Here you will also
I was gonna say, at least it's not like super early in the morning, because it obviously could have been worse. It could have been like, you know, 6 in the morning or whatever, you know what I mean, or 5. Like, at least it's like is it like 10 o'clock, man? That's perfect. Like, you know, I'm up and ready. I'm actually glad, because the last thing I really want to do is mess up my sleep schedule. So like having like a bit more of a decent sleep schedule. So the fact is the game's launching, perfect. Because when it came to the beta, I purposely had to mess up my schedule, man. And I cooked it so bad. Really, really bad. Just because of the launch of it. It's because, like, I wanted it to come out and then I can just straight away start working. You know what I mean? But, like, that's the thing. Like, starting it all, like, ridiculous late at night, it sucks. So it's good that I can actually start doing everything at 11 o'clock.
More modifiers than before. So basically all the modifiers you have for the soldiers are also available for AI now, and it can also be split between the teams.
Remember, guys, you haven't left the like, please do.
You can enable or disable different classes, weapons, vehicles, gadgets or attachments. So you could, for example, create a mode with 4 teams and each team can only use 1 class. So you can let the different classes fight against each other, or you only enable a certain weapon or weapon category for each team, or you give one team tanks and the other team EOD bots, and so on. So you can already get quite creative with these selectable tools right here. But of course, what you can use as well is the rules editor, which allows you to write your own code, just like it was in Battlefield 2042. And here you can either use blocks again, or you write a script yourself. But here again, you have so many more options than before. For example, you can also customize the HUD elements with your own buttons, texts and containers. You can replace the original scoreboard with a fully customizable one that you can modify as you wish. And you can also write scripts for AI again and define their behavior, position on the map or movement. And at the end, you can select a name and description, and now also a custom thumbnail for your experience. So in sum, the Portal Builder gives you over 100 options to create and modify your experiences, and so far it's pretty similar to what we had before, only with a few more options. But what makes this new version of Portal really different from the former one is the spatial editor. Because with the spatial editor, the devs give us the option to really be creative. It uses the Godot open source engine, and here you can modify the existing Battlefield 6 maps by removing things you don't like, by adding new assets you would like to see, or by transforming, rotating and scaling existing objects on the map. You can also change the boundaries of combat areas in all available modes, or move and scale objective areas and the team's HQs. So if you have an idea for a completely new game mode, or you're not happy with how a mode is on a certain map and you would like to change a thing or two or the whole thing, you can do this now.
That's
or you
crazy.
build completely crazy experiences like the one that is shown right here, which is called Top of the World and will also be available at launch for everyone to play. It's basically another version of Climb to the Top of the Map games, but in Battlefield style, of course. So you have weapons, kills and destruction and other teams fighting against you. Or this parkour extraction mode here, where you move across the rooftops of Cairo and try to beat other teams in gathering supplies and successfully extracting with them. Another example we got is this air race, where you have to be faster than your opponents while flying through all the available gates on the course. Or a classic defuse the bomb mode, or a horde mode, where you have to fight back waves of bots as long as you can. And according to the devs, these tools also enable you to create completely different experiences, like a top-down shooter, for example, or a puzzle game, all in Battlefield style. And the devs are also aware that this is a lot of tools and options, and that this might be a lot to take in for everyone who never played around with stuff like this. So what we can expect as well,
because like on Portal, right, the customization for Portal is only on the PC side. You can only customize it on Portal, like on the PC bit. So you can't really do it on console unless you go on to your desktop to customize one.
Tutorials
so I barely touched
from the
it.
developers on how to use Portal and its tools and how to make the most of it. But I guess one topic that is also interesting is the server browser and how it works. So similar to Battlefield 2042, this new version of Portal will also feature a server browser again, and it seems to pretty much look and work in the same way it did before. You can find experiences either by keywords and tags or by setting pre-made filters, and then you can scroll through them, and when clicking on an experience you get more detailed information. For example, what kind of XP it has, but more about that in a second. And there will also be featured community experiences again, where modes that are popular within the community will be shown on the front page of the game. So probably similar
so just
to
like
the
how
modes
it was,
we've
yeah,
seen as
just like how it was in
community highlights
2042.
like Squid's Chaos, for example. Only that this time it will be right in the main menu and not hidden within Portal.
Can't wait for the release.
At least
Say, man,
that's what it
2
sounds
weeks.
like.
2
And
weeks.
all Portal experiences can be made persistent again without additional cost. Because with your purchase of Battlefield 6, no matter which version you buy, you will have the option to host one persistent server at a time for free. So you don't need to purchase a premium battle pass in addition to the game like
that.
it was in 2042. This time it is all covered with your purchase of the game. If there will be an option though to buy an upgrade to host more than one persistent server at a time is not known yet. So we will have to wait.
So
and
we
see
can
if
still
this is
host our own
something that will
server.
be possible. Moving on, we have probably the most important topic for everyone who loves to use Portal as a player, and that's progression and XP. So for Portal 2.0, there will be a tag called Verified Experience, and this means that this creation is based on official Battlefield 6 templates, such as Conquest or Rush, and was only modified to a certain extent. For example, a Hardcore Conquest mode or a Rush XL mode. And when
So that's just like how they was doing it in Portal for the original one. So basically, where you had like full XP, moderate, and then like limited and stuff like that. So that's what a verified mode will be, the one with the full XP. So yeah, it looks like it's the same thing. So people can't go around and start boosting it anymore and stuff. Like even now with the 2042 stuff, it doesn't even work anyway, because people are just doing it against bots as moderated, you know what I mean? So you're not really progressing so much. So it's not like it's a win-win as it is. I think the only thing that's a win-win is the AFK one. It's because like you can just not play at all. So yeah, it'll take forever, but it's better. But you're gaining XP by doing absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? So even if it's not a lot of XP, it's better than nothing, you know?
Playing these verified experiences, you will receive the same amount of XP and progression that you gain from the official experiences as well. But you can also gain full XP from more creative modes like the top of the world one we've seen before. Unfortunately, there were no details on which modifiers can be used to still get full XP and which modifiers could not be used. And there was also no word about what happens when you enable AI on your experience and how this will affect progression. Because the biggest problem in 2042 was that the first thing players created in Portal was not some kind of crazy creative mode, but instead there were hundreds of XP and kill farms to easily level up your soldiers and weapons. And after only a few days, the devs disabled the XP in Portal entirely and only slowly brought it back, and ended up with a system that is hard to understand and sometimes doesn't even make any sense. So I'm hoping that this problem was solved as well and that they have a clear path for this. But like I said, unfortunately, we didn't get any info about this yet. We also didn't hear
I'm
anything.
so excited, right, for people to make their own custom maps. Like, that's what I'm excited for. Like I get it, like the custom, like cool modes, like what you just saw there at the back right here. That's all cool and all and everything, but what I'm looking forward to is actual like custom maps. Like people are making like their own Battlefield map. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking forward to. Is there is like our own customized Battlefield map.
About special maps for Portal like we had when 2042 launched. So what I'm guessing is that Portal will only be a tool set to create experiences this time, and the maps will be independent from it. We know we get a remake of Operation Firestorm at release, which is part of the normal map pool for the main game, so it seems like it's not exclusively for Portal anymore. Nonetheless, Portal in Battlefield 6 sounds pretty good, and I'm especially excited about the spatial editor and what we're able to do with it. Who knows, maybe the community comes up with some amazing modes or even some new map versions that we haven't thought of before. I really think that this will give the creative heads and the community...
That's what I'm excited for. Like, I'm excited for like the custom modes, but it's the maps, dude. 100% I'm excited for the maps. Like, dude, we're gonna get, what, 7, 8 maps for the game? So the fact that people can make, like, endless amount of customize, then there's gonna be so many maps, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be cool, because it's just gonna be a big variety of just more stuff to play. It's like, you know, if you get bored and you're like, oh man, like, I keep playing the same maps again, well, that won't be the case, because there's always gonna be something new. I think there's going to get to a point though where there's going to be people like who are customizing maps, and yeah, it's going to be loads.
Tools they need to create something.
Yeah, people
really
are gonna
cool.
bot farm. It's just how it goes.
This time around, it will also be seen and not buried under a flood of XP farms. Going forward from launch, the devs
it got ruined in 2042
based on community feedback with more modifiers and features for both the Portal builder and the spatial editor, and of course all maps, modes, weapons and so on that are added to the game throughout its life cycle will also find their way to Portal, so you can use them for your creations. And that was it for today. Everything we know about the new version of Portal so far. Tell me what you think about all of this in the comments below.
Alright, shout out Catwoman. Alright, guys, this is the first look. So yesterday we saw the trailer of this campaign, okay? We all saw it, we was all excited. Well, I was pretty excited for it, it looked really good. But this is our proper first look at the actual gameplay of it, alright? This is my first look of it. Raphael, good to see you, man.
Here is Danny, and today, thanks to Modern Warzone, who got the absolute best mustache in gaming, I can upload some gameplay from the 3 of the Battlefield 6 single player campaign missions. I will let the clips roll and talk sometimes over it. Starting off with the Gibraltar beach landing. where you assault the beach in your M-Track, because Gibraltar is a vital area of the world.
I got the turret! Under heavy fire! Deploying smoke! Approaching the beach! Taking fire from the beach! Holy smoke, that was close! Ready for beachhead!
And once you reach the beach, helicopters and planes fly over, who also take down a massive building.
Shit! Stone! Lopez! Our son! I can't get him to the track! Take out those tangos! We got friendly armor pushing in low. Now's your chance! Stone! I can't move him far! Head towards me! Get in the M-Track! All hostiles down. We're clear. We're in! Go, go, go! We need to get these dudes to the CCP! Negative! Patch them up best you can, Lope! Stone! Take them on to CCP after we linked up with the rest of Dagger! Copy. I got you! Let me work on that!
Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that building coming down.
Once you're into town, you have to escort the armored vehicle across the map. It seems a pretty long drive across sections of the multiplayer maps. As the commander, you can lead your squad through the battle. There are also weapons to pick up along the way.
Perfect for an ambush. Roger that. Raiders, get high and low. Cover your sectors. Contact. Enemy using cover. I need cover fire. Reload.
It just buffer.
I need cover.
Buffered.
Finish this. Clear. Keep that armor moving. Copy.
It's pretty loud, isn't it? Do you want me to turn it down?
Take cover. Check the window.
Turn it down a little bit.
Taking damage. Harvey, repair Charlie 5. Building's coming down. Tossing frag. Throwing frag. Nice work. Friendly's ahead.
Why is this one buffering? Trying to refresh it.
Here is Danny, and today, thanks to Modern Warzone, who got the
Lights us out. Enemy position. Gecko, scout ahead.
Alright.
Got a lot of enemies here. Armor, get the cover, please. The enemy. The buildings. Charlie 5, hold position. Holding.
Okay, we're good now. We're good.
Initiate drone time. Take out that armor before it wipes us out! Explosive set and ready. Enemy armor! Scout the area! Roger that! Got a lot of enemies here!
So you can like ping where you want your teammates to go then.
Enemies ahead!
Contact from the building opposite.
Engaging!
you have to lead it towards the town hall, where you have to take down a PAX commander.
That shotgun reminds me of like the Spaz 12. No pump to it.
Room's clear. Conduct SSE. Fucker's gone!
Here we got the mission No Sleep set in New York City. The president let a NATO sim go through in New York. I just hope the escalator and the teleprompter work.
You really lost your vote over a few miles of gridlock?
We go through hell to warn them packs of intel.
Seems like Danny keeps up with the American politics then.
Let's hold a NATO summit right on their doorstep.
I think he's flipping packs off. Good for him.
The plan is to assault the PAC's Brooklyn headquarters and reach those sneakily.
Right on first base.
Pax forces on the other side of the street. Hold position. Wait for the signal.
Sierra in place. Confirm and wait for signal.
Dagger in place. Holding.
Quebec holding position.
Quebec, Dagger. Go, go, go.
We're up.
So break down the door.
Basement's clear.
Murphy, breach.
Breaching now.
Floor's clear.
Hey, you hear that?
Shooting your way through the townhouse, you eventually breach through the walls.
C4. How could that even happen in New York, you know what I mean?
Reloading. We're cutting right through.
All that financing can't buy time.
And end up fighting on top of the roofs.
Okay, Sierra, Quebec, clear to advance.
We're on the move.
Imagine that, right? You're just sleeping,
And
getting ready, you know, you got work the next day. Next thing you know, you hear rocket launchers going off.
On a tablet.
Looks like Kincaid's war room. Dagger actual to command. We found something big.
Copy that, Dagger. Signal decryption is in progress.
Forward to Murphy while we investigate.
They bucked out in a hurry. No sign of Kincaid.
Maybe he was never here.
No, Kincaid's a ground commander. Likes to get his hands bloody.
Lovely guy.
Has? The strike. It's the warship. The Artemis. Kincaid planted a mole on board. Pax is planning to use her missiles against New York. Power grid's just the first step. Then it's bridges and tunnels. Then Midtown.
Well, the whole world's gonna look different now. Just takes a little shake of perspective. Once you see the US away from the outside, you see it's not at the heart of anything. It just eats everything.
Oh, yeah? So you're gonna replace it with what? Huh? Pax doesn't stand for shit except money and power.
Jesus has. You never change. You can stand in the Empire State and talk like that with a straight face. But there's better freedoms to die for. People don't fight when they've been taught not to think.
You fight some more people to clear the headquarters.
IED! Kincaid rigged this place!
See, the campaign, right, it seems all good and all, and I think it does remind me a lot like COD, but then like with its Battle for Destruction stuff, but I don't know, man, like honestly, I probably could just watch the movie cutscene from this and just get it done in like 45 minutes. You know, like that's the way I could do it. Just understand the storyline and there we go. But I don't know, you unlock rewards, so I think it would encourage more people to play it. But honestly, for me personally though, the best way to release a campaign is release it first before anything else. Call of Duty does this, man. They release their campaign like a couple of days before the actual game comes out. Do that. If they release the campaign first before the actual game, then that's the first thing I would do. I would play the campaign. Because there's nothing else to play except that, so of course I would.
And go to the New York Metro with full night vision.
Heads up! Welcoming committee! Gecko, scout ahead.
Copy. Visual. 2 targets.
Enemy here!
Heavy gunner eliminated.
Dead center! Weapons! Try!
Take it down!
Roger that.
Damn, that's bright.
Real PMC home away from home.
Must have dug into old subway tunnels.
Imagine the construction bill.
Dagger, this is Acre. Signals show those transmitters are on the move.
What? Shit. Is Kincaid shipping them out?
Where you eventually end up chasing a train in a jeep.
Watch your heads!
Oh, that was close.
We good?
Good.
Good.
Oh, everyone would have died there. That's it. The campaign would have been done. That's a close call.
Sniper, eliminated.
Shit. How long do we have? Till the train clears the city. Kincaid won't risk his own neck.
Are we really doing this? Bringing the rain on Brooklyn?
Pax did this. And Kincaid put 3 million people in the line of fire.
Never again. That means not on our watch. Got it? Anyone see movement? Those transmitters. Yeah, we're not done. Let's secure the wreck.
Well, that's not good.
Work with me. Lopez, Gecko, provide cover.
Copy that.
Roger.
And you end up fighting over the destroyed bridge.
Enemy in cover!
Deploying incendiary. Suppressive fire. Reloading.
And as last it is Ember Strike, which is a pretty open mission where you have to take out different things across the map.
Wet here!
Get eyes in the sky.
What do you guys think so far?
It seems to be playing a little bit like the open-ended missions from Modern Warfare 3 that people didn't really like. Hopefully DICE does it better. Or well, motive games in this case.
Drone's too far out.
Dude, I hope drones are not like that. Imagine having drones, they drop bombs. Oh god.
There's a lot of driving around too in your little jeep.
Yeah, I think if they had like a bit more time, like a couple more months or something, they probably could have done a pretty good job. But yeah, hearing that it got rushed and they had to basically redo it all over again. Yeah, you can imagine it's going to be a little bit wonky. I don't know, it seems okay. It doesn't seem like super busted, but I also haven't played it.
On your right.
It doesn't seem like it's not ready for launch. It does seem like it's pretty much ready.
11 o'clock.
RPG down!
Another convoy incoming.
You also fire some UCAVs at helicopters, and please don't get added to the multiplayer. Oh my god.
Oh, that would be rough.
60 meters.
And I don't know why this video keeps freezing on me.
Heavy gunner down!
Yeah, I hope to God that that mortar control missile never comes into the game. Like multiplayer, at least.
Eventually, they get up at the dam.
So this is the dam where we saw the whole thing collapse from that leaked footage.
Everything goes to shit.
Tossing incendiary! Tango above is down! Incendiary out! Throwing incendiary! I need cover fire! Reloading!
We got tanks on either side of the dam. Fall back.
Okay, so this is the update version. So like the dam will collapse now and they're leaving. Like as soon as they leave. Yep. So this is the updated version. Before it was like really old school, no textures. Oh.
Thanks again to Doug, aka Modern Warzone, for letting me use this footage. But hey, that's all I got for now. Subscribe for more. This was Danny and I see you on the battlefield.
Alright, so now we got some other videos and stuff, but I do want to watch this one from Flag Fryer. Sorry, why do I say Flag Fryer? Big Fryer. Because his was a little bit negative.
I played Modern Warfare,
and I want to see what the deal's about it.
When you got to Clean House and you had that intense tactical gameplay, the visuals, the night vision, the methodical nature of clearing that house. You had missions like Wolf's Den where you're clearing a compound very similar to Bin Laden's. The visuals, the storyline, the intense gameplay. I remember being blown away at how good that campaign was. Fast forward a few years later, and Modern Warfare 3's campaign released, and it was one of the worst campaigns that I had ever played. Broken animations, buggy gameplay, open world missions that didn't really move me, and left a lasting stain on an otherwise pretty solid track record of releases. Battlefield 6's campaign is right now lying somewhere in the middle. I had a chance to play 3 missions from the upcoming Battlefield 6 single-player campaign, and amidst a flurry of rumors surrounding the troubled development of the campaign, with newly formed Ridgeline Studios bringing in the original co-creator of Halo, Marcus Leto, they were shut down. I was starting to question what was actually going on, considering we haven't heard.
Honestly, with all the news over that studio getting shut down, I was pretty surprised that they actually made it that far with the campaign. Like, they did that much with the campaign. I honestly, in my opinion, I thought the campaign, like what we just saw, I thought it was going to be way more worse than that. But it is a campaign, you know? It's not like they can, like, screw it up, you know?
Anything about the campaign, and we're 2 weeks away from launch. The developers invited me to try these missions out, and I come to you guys with the unfortunate news that in a stark contrast to the incredible multiplayer experience, the single-player campaign, at least so far, is suffering from a distinct lack of polish, a very much distinct lack of fun, And instead, we have a campaign that is okay at best, but when you look over the fence at other companies and how they do things, the comparisons are striking. I can confidently say that after playing these 3 missions, the single player portion of the Battlefield 6 package will be the weakest part of the game by far.
Yeah. That's true, though. I think the same thing, Troopers. I think it's going to be the weakest part of the game.
In the comments, I'm comparing the Battlefield 6 campaign to those of Call of Duty because once I realized that this building
Alpha,
that I'm
welcome
in right now
to
is
stream.
a carbon copy of that same clean house mission that I played in 2019. I mean,
oh,
it
yeah.
was hard not to. The layout of this floor is damn near identical. You have the vertical stairwells leading up to very claustrophobic and blocked off
It is.
hallways.
It's like
Only this
same
was
look as
worse
COD.
in every way imaginable. I was already feeling weary about what I was playing, but once I got here, I lost my mind. How is this game already feeling so uninspired? And then we literally get this. The first mission opens up with you attacking this Pax Armada TOC from the ocean with a bunch of aquatic vehicles kind of beaching onto the shore and then taking point from there. But the first thing I notice is just how cheap everything felt. The crashing waves are hitting all these vehicles and they're not throwing them around at all.
What do you guys think? Do you think it's right?
Straight splines straight for the shore.
Or do you think it's wrong?
There's a bunch of like, you know, timed Call of Duty-esque explosions, but it all felt a little bit less immersive. Once you get onto the shore, you're shooting at bunkers and
give me your
guys are,
opinion.
like, coming out the woodwork shooting at you, and it feels like it's trying to be Call of Duty but doesn't quite hit that epic, you know, over-the-top Hollywood mark. It kind of feels like an indie team took on Call of Duty in this sequence.
Oh, that's a
You're then
burn.
greeted with a cutscene where some of your crew inside the vehicle you're in, you know, got shot and they're kind of destroyed, and you kind of have to get out on foot from there. And this is where I first kind of realized, like, this game is actually kind of looking a little bit dated in both their animation
Can't beat
quality and the
Battlefield 4.
texture quality on the character models themselves. Their lip sync feels off. Everything about this sequence felt cheap, or like they cut corners, or if you look into all of the
It
rumors
does look
swirling
really
around this
gorgeous, doesn't
development,
it?
you can clearly see that this
But
feels
this
just a little bit
is
rushed.
obviously
And
on
then the rest of this level
PC,
played a lot
so
like
it's
Delta
gonna look
Force
a lot
Black
nicer.
Ops
But on
campaign,
console,
where
it
it's
looked just as
essentially like
good.
a linear on rails area where you shoot guys, you move around a corner, more guys spawn, you move around a corner, more guys spawn. It's very serviceable, but there was nothing about this mission that I went, oh fuck, that was insane. I think back to playing Battlefield 4 and like the very first mission of the game where the helicopter's going, the buildings coming down. That was a really epic moment, and I didn't really get any of that during this playthrough. What I did get was this. Oh shit! Oh, okay.
Oh, he got rocket launched.
Patch me up!
Oh, okay, that's cool. You can actually call for help. Pick me up!
I'm hit!
Pick me up!
Need a medic!
Yeah, come on. No. Hey! Gecko!
Oh no, he's not getting the revive. That sucks. You gotta rely on the AI.
Gecko!
I'm down! Patch me up!
Pick me up!
Medic!
Gecko! What the fuck, Gecko? Get over here! What are you doing? Don't leave me, Carter! What the fuck is this? Pick me up! Don't leave me! Carter, don't run away from me! Get your fucking ass over here! Jesus!
Stay alert, stay alive. Appreciate it.
Fuck
That
you.
sucked.
And this isn't a one-time thing. It happened multiple times throughout my playtest. Oh! Fuck. Pick me up, guys!
Need patching up!
What the f-
Oh
Lopez!
no.
I'm hit! Need a medic!
Lopez! Get the fuck back here!
Need a medic!
Lopez! I'm right here! What are you guys looking at?
I'm hit!
Lopez!
Need a medic!
Yeah, see, stuff like that is not good.
I'm down!
What the f-
Patch me up! I know it
Oh.
hurt. Keep going.
Who picked me up?
6.
Jesus Christ, that's
Then he
annoying.
gets randomly
What are
revived.
you guys looking at? There are guys through here? They're just sitting there waiting. They're just looking at the enemies through the fucking walls. That's so weird. I noticed a lot of times where the AI were supposed to be in positions waiting for the next objective to pop up, they just kind of stand still and look towards wherever you have to go next, waiting for the prompt to start. In this Team U version of Clean House, I'm at the top waiting to go to the roof, and I think I ran too fast past the AI, and I was waiting at the top to go through the door, which, by the way, it's exactly like the Clean House map. But I had to go back down
He has to wait for the AI.
just like weirdly looking through windows to then get the prompt to go back up the stairs to go to the roof. It's things like this that make me question whether or not these guys like played the game, because there's that distinct like lack of like last minute
see, like stuff like that will be pretty frustrating. I would be pretty frustrated if I had to play the game and then that's how it would play through, because stuff like that is like an old school route, you know what I mean? That's like what old games used to do, you know? But like we got so far in advance now that we shouldn't be going through this anymore.
Like that really just took me out of the immersion multiple times throughout this playtest. It's not that it's bad or trash, it's that it's just kind of okay. And
you have to go out of your way over a bug.
$1 billion studio, 5 studios spanning, you know, so many, like so much money is flowing through this.
You would expect it a bit more.
Than just okay to me. I want to play a clip from later on in this mission that just shows the inherent lack of polish on things like AI pathing, AI movement, and animation. In my opinion, this is
because they're just stood there.
Modern Warfare 3's campaign. This was a major complaint that I had, is that your AI teammates just don't seem natural. It seems rushed. It seems not polished. This next clip is a great like example of what you're going to experience when you play this game if any of this stuff isn't fixed before launch.
What?
They're moving so like robotic.
Shipping them out.
We'll just go past you guys here.
Yeah, and they just randomly stop.
You guys coming?
Yo, was that?
Holy fuck.
If that's how they're shipping them out, come
What
on.
are y'all looking at?
Yeah, if this is what they gave the players to play, then you can imagine that's what it's going to be like at launch, or even worse at launch, you know, you don't even know.
This is an indie game, dude. And the reason I bring up Modern Warfare 3 as a distinct comparison is because it feels
look at them
like that, in that distinct lack of polish. And the thing is when I played Modern Warfare 3's campaign, I said it was one of the worst Call of Duty campaigns of all time. And I think a lot of people agreed with that. So looking at Battlefield 6, what I've played so far, granted I haven't seen the entire thing yet, but 3 missions in, and I'm comparing it to the worst of the worst Call of Duty campaigns. So I don't think that bodes well for the final release in, keep in mind, 2 weeks. This mission goes on to give us that like on
I don't know if I'm gonna play this, honestly. It's not like I think it's bad, it's just I don't think it's worth my time.
Not fun here. It's just, it's a thing that exists. Like you literally just drive straight and then a cinematic happens. There was really nothing to dodge. There was like it was a narrative device to waste time to get us to the next portion of the story. It's super lame.
Watch your heads.
Yeah, the campaign does have unlocks, muscles. Good to see you, man.
Good.
Good.
Dismount.
Also, to reiterate, why do the character models look so fucking bad? And then further on in this mission, there's a point where your team has to blow up a bridge to take out this moving train. And then you have to move through all of these train cars that are like blown up, and you can see like they're hanging off the side of this bridge. The actual spectacle of it is really, really cool, but the gameplay itself here is incredibly shallow. I wanted to include portions of the ending cinematic for this level because my game broke, audio got out of sync, and there's a portion of that cinematic that's just really, really bad. But the spoiler guidelines don't want me to show it, so I won't, but just know it was kind of ass, specifically in some of the animation work and how just the one character's like their arms in front of their mouth so they didn't have to lip sync. It was just, you can tell they cut a lot of corners there, but no spoilers. It's weird, man. The last mission has you taking out SAM sites in a more open world format. Again, very similar to Modern Warfare 3, but I will say, like, in this format for a Battlefield game, This felt the most like a Battlefield-style mission. You have to take out these SAM sites, then you have to move up to the last SAM site. You get over to the dam. There's a bunch of jets that come in. You have to take out some AA that are on there. This one actually felt the best because there wasn't those scripted sequences where the AI had to be in certain locations to be able to breach into the next room. It was just an open combat mission like a Battlefield map, and it felt actually pretty good to play. It doesn't work in a Call of Duty title because Call of Duty is meant to be those very like cinematic, high sequence, high scripted events.
I suppose he's
right.
right.
Works over there when they do it well. Battlefield,
I do think personally, I do think he has a point. I do think that. I was interested because I did see there was a lot of talk from Big Fry. Because just like how Ghost said it didn't mean like Ghost was pointing it out. I want to make that clear because I don't want to seem like I'm doing anything to Ghost dirty or anything. But it's the point of like where everyone uploads the same amount of content. If you get something, if you do something like different, where like, you know, you're like, oh, this is bad or something, then everyone else is like saying the campaign's good or whatever. It's like you get that one. And it also adds like rage bait, and I think it's kind of a content term, and I think it's not the nicest thing, but unfortunately that's just how it goes. And usually if everyone's uploading the same video, someone will try to add a little bit of a twist just so they can get more clicks. That's what like how Ghost was explaining. It doesn't mean he was like Big Fry was actually doing that. He was just explaining it. But I do think like, because that's the thing that's why I wanted to watch it, because I want to see like, you know, like, if you know, see how it goes, you know what I mean? And honestly, I think his points are pretty fair. They're not like, I don't think he's trying to like rage bait or anything. Like, his points are pretty fair. I agree with most of them.
Of what a Battlefield mission should be like. You have multiple objectives, you're moving through with a squad, and you can approach it from every which way. There are vehicles, the maps are big enough to support everything from ATVs to different APCs to Jeeps, Humvees, and everything in between. This is what a Battlefield mission should be like. And with that open warfare, you don't really notice a lot of bugs.
I wonder if this is the other mission and this feels more like Battlefield, I wonder that's why they scrapped it. The first studio, because maybe the first studio was like, yeah, this feels very Call of Duty like. So I wonder if they are the missions what they saved from the previous studio, but then just worked on it and then fixed it. So it has a mix of like Call of Duty campaign feel to a Battlefield feel maybe. Because you never know, because the rest of them could be like that, you know. Because he is right, like this map here and like the mission, I think it does already feel and look like a Battlefield campaign mission, you know?
Yeah, well, except for this.
Oh.
Fuck. Come on, Hemlock.
He's gonna wait for someone to revive him.
Get through the... Come on, pick me up. No.
Oh, God.
Come back. Yeah. There we go. Holy shit. Finally a revive. Yet again. The AI just cannot seem to revive properly until you give them a minute to get their brains in order. But no, I really wish the entire game played like this map did. I tried to play it no HUD through the entire playthrough, but once I got to this mission, there was just too many objectives to keep track of without being able to see where they are on the HUD, so I had to turn it on about halfway through, but the chaos really made it feel like a Battlefield experience. So the moral of the story for me is like,
you can easily do a campaign with no HUD.
Don't try to be Call of Duty, because I'll be honest, if this is the attempt at creating a campaign that rivals games like Modern Warfare, I don't think you're doing a very good job in those aspects. That open world style Battlefield-esque experience though,
I think if they add both of them, both type of modes, then they can see how the campaign turns out. I don't know though, like really. I don't know. We're all going to find out, because there's no way they can change anything with the campaign now. So we're all going to find out, we troopers, how good this campaign's going to be, if people enjoy it or not. Because you never know. It can get pretty well received. We never know. And if that's the case, then there we go. You know, but maybe because they added both of them two styles of missions is where, like, they don't feel like they're limited to just making an open scale war map or anything. You know, they can do that like Call of Duty feel too, that campaign storyline ish to it, I guess. You know, I don't know, like the only way we're gonna find out is when it drops, But maybe that's the route what they wanted to go. Maybe they didn't want to. I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, I think like how the campaign is right now, as long as they improve on most of the stuff, especially the AI by the looks of it, you know what I mean? I don't think this is going to like hurt the game. You know what I mean? It can't be terrible because then it just won't give the game a good look. But like, even if it's average, it won't hurt the game. But then that's the thing. No one wants an average campaign. They want a badass campaign. Like, I'm so sick and tired of like having average of this or that or stuff, you know, because that's the crappiest thing. It's like thinking, oh, well, if this campaign's average, at least the multiplayer's good. You know what I mean? But that sucks. It shouldn't be like that. It's the reason why I don't play campaigns, because they're all average. I just feel like it's a waste of my time. You know what I mean? And that's the point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do get it, though. You know, we want a good campaign.
You guys have that shit unlocked. So if the rest of the campaign is like that mission, I think it'll be okay. But if we get a lot of these scripted sequences that you guys just clearly cut corners on and you didn't bother putting in the polish, or, you know, through the development, you guys ran into a ton of these issues, which we all know you did. Clearly, I can see that now. It's going to be a little unfortunate. But like I said, we don't know what it's going to look like yet. I was able to play 3 different missions, and 2 out of the 3 were, in my opinion, like bad to mediocre. And then one of them was pretty decent by comparison. And even in saying that the one is like okay by comparison, it still had really awkward scripted sequences like this, where you have to fire off this mortar at incoming vehicles. This is the level of quality that we're dealing with from a billion-dollar company.
Gecko, you're up. We'll cover you. Keep up the pressure.
I can see it. I can see it. It's just like, whoa. I 100%. Look, the vehicles disappear too. So it's like, it doesn't even look like you caused chaos. It's just like, here comes another.
That's it. There's a whole sequence about this. This is the most like non-riveting fucking gameplay that I've ever seen. And then they make you do it again.
Nah, I totally see this, man. This is a little bit tough to swallow. I only saw that last part. I didn't see that other part.
You guys are lucky that I appreciate your time better than the developers appreciated mine, because I'm not going to make you have to sit through that entire fucking sequence
Thank
again.
you.
This was also right on the heels of a really weird story element where I shot this sniper that was up on a hill, and then the characters that I'm playing with start freaking out. Like one of the guys like froze up during the sniper, and he's like apologizing. He's like, sorry that happened. And then they try to have this like heartfelt moment where it's, we just got to get through this. And like, there was no context for any of it. I don't quite understand what even happened here. I'll just play it.
Sniper! Motherfucker!
Target down!
Lopez! Sniper is down! Hey, Lo. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. We have our objective to complete. Let's move!
Here, take these rounds.
What the fuck was that? You know, now that I'm putting this video together, I'm realizing that that mission, like, the only portion that was fun was destroying.
You know, yeah, I'm really agreeing with this now. Like, yeah, 100%, dude. It's a little bit... It's a little bit outdated, doesn't it?
the SAM sites. So the whole experience was actually kind of shit. I know most people don't give a shit about the single player portion of this game. Battlefield lives and dies by its multiplayer, and I think they're doing a lot of incredible things with that
it really
multiplayer
is.
experience. But if the entire single
The multiplayer is its true blood.
Of cutting corners, shitty animation, and just an inherent lack of polish across all fucking aspects of the game, from animations to cinematics to actual gameplay portions themselves, what the fuck was the point?
Damn,
I know
this guy
for me,
swears
I'm gonna
a lot,
play the
you know.
campaign just to get through it. If there's anything to unlock for the multiplayer, I'll play that. But it's a one and done, and I don't think it's going to be memorable at all. Again, I feel very confident in comparing it to what I experienced when I played Modern Warfare 3's campaign, and that was the worst Call of Duty of all time. This, even trying, and I know they tried to put themselves in the same fucking shoes as a game like Modern Warfare 2019, they didn't even come close. So if you were looking forward to the single player portion of the game, I wouldn't, honestly, like I said, if this is any indication of what the game's going to be like, in their little guidelines thing, they say like, yeah, there is a pre-patch plan to address any sort of issues. I think it's just inherently designed terribly.
Yeah.
And it's clear to me that they went through a lot of development issues throughout the last couple of years. I
Yep.
don't think a pre-patch is going to fix this shit. So on
Yeah.
October 10th, I'll see you guys on the multiplayer, because
Yeah, that's kind of true. I don't think I don't think a patch will solve that. What do you guys think? Yeah, I don't think a pre-patch will help. Anyway, this video is from Silk. Of course, you guys should be aware of him now. Yeah, incredible pilot player. And we're gonna have a bunch of jet gameplay from him today.
No! Oh my god! That may have been the most Battlefield thing that's ever happened to me in Battlefield. Alright, here we go. Operation Firestorm. I think it's a sprint to get the jets here.
Oh, so you can't even get the jets. You just like
the jets.
sprint to it. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not like Battlefield 3. Okay, I'm respawning to get a jet here.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to
Good old Limo ad. And Doug.
I have not messed it around. I think jets spawn a little later, and I really, really, really want one. So I'm going to be trying to fly out the SU-57 this game. Oh my god, here we go. Guys, we are in the SU-57. This is the new jet that they added. And I'm trying to figure out how to thrust vector with the thing. I've seen all these videos of people thrust vectoring this thing. Can't seem to make it work myself. I see they've actually spawned a jet. I'm pressing the Z key, which is usually what I think it would be. Wait. How's this for speed control? Okay, there's the F-22. Let's go get it.
You took that out pretty quick.
Okay, he got rinsed. Got the F-16 coming up. I'm not letting him have any chance here. Unfortunately, he has to die. It's an AI. I don't feel so bad. I was trying to figure it out too. I already figured out that I can't figure it out. Let's go kill some infantry. Surely this thing can kill infantry. Let's try the gun actually.
Oh yeah, it does damage to that.
That's not too bad.
Oh, he almost got it.
Should definitely be using the bombs, really.
Man, the multiplayer does look so good though.
The bombs on that guy.
Like the fact is, we just looked at the campaign and now we just went straight to multiplayer. It's like I honestly just like forgotten about the campaign.
Gotta bomb this guy. So what are these things? They are bombs, but I don't know how to use them. Very much a let's figure it out session at the moment. I want to get a strafe in on some infantry, but there's an enemy stealth shed up. I'm going to use the air-to-air missiles on them. Got to try them out at least. That's in the air. Use the pip on him. Wow. The thing does damage. The thing does a lot of damage.
Oh, it hit it. No, he's gone.
I'm not sure if that AI flared. The missile did hit him though. Maybe I'll shoot 2 next time. Oh god. She is hurting. Where's the repair point for this thing? It needs repairs.
I think you have to just hover in your spawn. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Let's see if we can kill this tank. So this is a 110 kilo precision bomb actually. I've seen that now. See if we can precisely bomb a tank.
25 damage.
Maybe I was not precise.
Oh no, that's the damage points you get. It's not how much damage you actually dealt. Hopefully we can see how much damage we deal.
I'm not asking for this thing to do a lot against ground vehicles though.
Ooh, that was close.
Oh my god, do we do it? Do we do the classic Battlefield 3 move? Oh, he's up in the sky already. Damn it, I was gonna steal him. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, he's trying to wait in his spawn.
There he is. They're tracking. Oh! Did he not flare it, or did they just go through his flares? I really, really hope that he just didn't flare it, because that was a little questionable there. Oh! He just got dropped! Wait, is jet farming back BF3 style? Oh, I'm having way too much fun right now. Just discovering all the new stuff. Wow. That guy died a little too fast. Whoa, 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 whoa! Dog act, mate. That's a dog act. That is a dog act. He should have brought the jet up. All right, let's get revenge. Let's get even. How is he allowed to be there? I want to go another felon, whatever it's called. All right, we've got another one. The first one was just a warm-up, just figuring it out. Let's see how much we can get done with this second one here. Got 2 enemy jets near my spawn.
Oh, easier to track them when you can see where that smoke is. I like that.
Not sure where that was from. Maybe thrust vectoring was just in a labs build. I was really looking to try that out. I've seen the leaks. All right, let's see if we can spot some infantry and strafe one.
Oh, that's good. Oh, did he get him? He did.
Seems like someone got him.
Oh no, someone else did.
Spotting infantry is the hard part, honestly. It seems like they don't render in until it's just a bit too late.
See, really looking at other people using the yellow icon, it really shows that I'm going to do yellow
icon. Really trying to spot someone here.
Yeah, I like the damage you can do to these vehicles.
That was a bit dodgy. Made it work. Okay, the flares are recharging nicely.
Ooh.
Look, I know it's viable, but I think Cyanide wants to experience it, so... Let me just kill this jet first.
Oh yeah, it gets the inventory pretty quick.
That was very fast.
Oh my god, what is that?
Oh!
I didn't mean to ram that guy, but maybe I'll try the attack jet for a life here, if I can get one. So we're in the Old Faithful now. I'm gonna see how good this thing is still. This thing should be able to deal with tanks a little bit better. I think it turns a little faster.
I love that dust, what comes off when you shoot with the gun on the ground.
The old tech still works just fine. Uh-oh. I feel bad for that. I feel a little bit bad for that, but at the same time, I don't have any other way of killing that thing. This thing turns pretty nice, though. That's turning way better than it did in the beta. So they've done some work on this, clearly. They've definitely worked on this thing a bit.
Love how you pull the flares out. Damn.
Let's see if we can hit this AA tank. Absolutely we can. Absolutely we can. We gotta try the BF3 move, don't we? We really do.
Oh, is he just stealing it? Oh, he just got it.
My god. The classic BF3 move. I am never getting invited back to the DICE event, am I? They're just not gonna invite me back. Why do I do these things?
No, he's got their jet.
F-16 strafing my tank. Sorry, mate. I had to borrow it. I'll give it back when I'm done with it. Okay, the rudder is very, very noticeably weak.
Yeah, Jess is looking so satisfying. Well, Silka's a really good player though, so he makes anything look good. But I'm excited, man. Jets looks fun to play with.
Oh, can I steal the F-22? Surely. They're not going to let me steal the... Oh, the F-22 is already in the air. Alright, we got to go kill that guy. Okay, so you still can't toggle your map with the same key anymore, which is a bit unfortunate. The big map.
Oh,
nice shot.
he got taken down.
Clean shot, clean shot. Looks like we can get the F-22 straight after though. Oh man, I'm loving this. No one wants the jets, I'll take them. I just need to do a sanity check here. Mesh on overkill now, so this is as high as it goes. Surely this is going to give me as much render distance as possible. Cool guy there.
Oh yeah, just think about it. Yeah, he needs like the most render distance you possibly can.
The air-to-air missiles can be locked like
because most of the gunfights, like locking onto like other vehicles and things, there's more distance to them. They appear more smaller.
Okay, that rudder strength is comically low. Comically low. That was full rudder.
Yeah, so it makes sense for him to max it up like that. It's crazy though. Look at that, dude. He's like average. Look, he's maxed. Well, no, it's not maxed. That's like locked 300 frames.
Like playtesting this stuff. Oh, I've had to right call that. No! Oh my god! That may have been the most Battlefield thing that's ever happened to me in Battlefield.
Oh, did someone land on his vehicle? Was that what it was?
Oh, I've had to right.
Oh my god. That's pretty sick, you know. What the frick? Okay. So obviously he was fighting. Okay, no, that wasn't. That was just him just casually like. The guy was just casually parachuting down. Right? And then what happened was he parachuted, landed on his vehicle. Right? And he was gonna take him out. So as soon as he realized, he like flipped him off. And then look at that. Missile just goes straight by. You know how crazy that is? Like the chances of someone like landing on your vehicles is nuts, but he had a rocket launcher, everything. That's a pretty dope clip.
Oh my god. That may have been the most Battlefield thing that's ever happened to me in Battlefield.
That's so cool.
Jeez. He almost got me. In the most crazy way ever. I went to go road kill him. Battlefield moment. He lands on my jet. Double Battlefield moment. I barrel roll to get him off my wing. Triple Battlefield moment? Like, wow. Okay, that's a 2-hit kill. That's a 2-hit kill right there. That is crazy. 51 damage I saw. That's what BF3 was like, pretty much, though. You have to be real accurate with the first shots, too. You can't be messing around, because then you're not going to see them anymore. I think I like it.
Oh, we're going out.
Any last words, buddy? See if you can find some infantry to shoot at. Some ants. Radar is the thing that needs the most work, in my opinion. Okay, so the flares aren't working. That guy clearly flared. I don't know if R stands for radar on the missile, so it's a radar missile, but either way, in a Battlefield game, flares should stop missiles. I won't be told otherwise either. Oh, I couldn't see those guys.
Oh, no!
Damn.
He chipped himself.
I saw the chance to get a 3-piece there, and I just had to take it. I just had to. Let's get the attack heli up. I think it's fun. This might be my favorite vehicle so far. It went from being my least favorite to actually being a lot of fun. It's not perfect yet, I don't think, but...
Oh, close.
It's getting a lot better. I don't know if that tank is manned or not, so I'm gonna back it up here. Oh god. It's an AA tank right there.
Almost.
We gotta learn where to rearm this thing. Rearm points are really, really major in this game. So I think it's right here. Oh god. That
was a close rocket launcher shot.
Give me some ammo. I need some ammo to kill some stuff.
Alright, so you can one-hit them then. Dice let you record this? No, I'm watching the video, dude.
It is actually manned.
Yeah, we've just been covering all of the Battlefield stuff. So we've been going over the campaign and everything. So right now we're just watching the video from Silk.
Wait.
Been showing off the jets and the choppers and all that.
There? I don't know what happened. I can't speak too soon on it, but I killed something that I didn't intend to kill. I wonder if that was a jet. I'm not actually sure. It'd be cool if it was. Get some rearms and try to kill this attack Kelly here. What have we got here?
The guided missile looks pretty cool. Do like that. Ooh, it's close.
Yeah, look at these physics, man. You can fly this so much better now. Got a tank.
That guided missile is going to be pretty cool. He's going to get that distance, trying to use that guided missile again. Oh no, never mind. Someone's trying to get him with a rocket launcher. That's all I'm hearing.
You get the rearm now. The rearm seems to be nerfed from the beta. It doesn't give you everything back anymore. It's like a slower rearm process now.
Oh, that was easy.
Oh, damn. Hey, yo. This thing is an anti-tank monster now. Hold up, we need to go for this.
Trying to get a jet. Imagine. That would be pretty crazy if you did that. Knowing him though. Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
That's satisfying.
Knowing him.
2 pods is all it takes though, wow.
Oh wow, that gunner. Isn't that crazy? That whole time he's been in this chopper, right? No one's been doing his gun and run. No one. The amount of kills someone could have got being his, like, co-pilot. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we just covered all the campaign stuff. Yeah, we just went over all of that.
GG. Another fun one in the air vehicles there.
That's a kind of a crazy game. Alright guys. And that's going to be it. Thank you very much everyone being here today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Yeah, we went over and covered pretty much everything today when it comes to the campaign stuff. Honestly, the campaign isn't making me go, whoa. You know what I mean? It really isn't. I wasn't too crazy about it. I don't think me playing it is going to be an option anyway. It's not really the option I want to try to do anyway. I just want to stick to just the multiplayer and stuff. But yeah, we covered all the Battlefield stuff, so I appreciate you guys coming around for it. I won't be streaming tomorrow and taking Friday off, but I most likely will be back on Saturday. All right. But anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. Thank you for all coming in. I'll see you all in the next stream. Take it easy. Bye-bye now. Bye, everyone.